getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus. You feel the energy. These guys are ready to go. There it is, the Staples Center in Los Angeles, where we're getting set to bring you all of today's action. Welcome, basketball fans, to a very special Veterans Day edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. Joined in the booth with Greg Anthony and Brent Barry, this is Kevin Harlan. Our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. DA, take it away.
Good evening to you, Kevin. Well, Kyle Lowry is still getting it done. He said getting older, more mature, the game slows down. You know the situations you're going to be in, and as a point guard, you learn how to control the game a lot better. And he's still one of the best to do it at both ends of the floor. Kevin?
What a resume. A tremendous competitor, David. Thank you. Looking now at some numbers for Duncan Robinson.
In the last 5 games, you can see the trend upwards for effective field goal percentage. And it shows you how confident he's playing right now.
So here's Miami's starting group. Lowry and Hero are the guard set. Morris is out there with Adebayo. And it's Butler in at the small forward. And for Los Angeles, post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. The perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. And it's Jackson in at the 1. And in this early season, Brent, what is the feeling on a team that's trying to build chemistry?
You're coming out of training camp, and you kind of gotten to maybe D, E, and F of your alphabet of plays, and you want to get those execution points down, the teachable moments on offense down. Most coaches, though, Kevin, are focused on the foundation of the defense, the rules that we've set, the obligation that you have to your teammates, and to start on that end of the floor. And that's really what the first 20 games are about for most teams.
Now, here is George. Really played well against Portland in his last outing. Shot clock at 3. Off target with his 3. And it's Adebayo with the ball for Miami. Outside Lowry. The pass to Adebayo. Over Jackson. And Adebayo with the basket on the assist by Lowry.
And how about the experience of Lowry on full display there? Just finding the open man, and guy's been doing this for now over a decade.
Now, here is George. To the middle. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Here's Lowry. Back to Hero. Leonard against Lowry. Outside for George. And there's a foul that goes on Jimmy Butler.
Jimmy Butler.
That's his first foul.
His first personal foul. First team foul.
Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Pass to George. Beyond the arc. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson.
That's a really nice stroke. Paul George set up nicely. Great release. And big time shot there.
Passes it to Butler. Zubac against Adebayo. Butler feeling it out a bit. Just 5 on the clock. Over Leonard. Butler, no good.
Well, he finds some space in that in-between gap there. Too bad he can't release that one on target.
And Jimmy Butler, while he's a good shooter, not a great shooter, Brent, from beyond the arc.
Well, he's good enough there, and will take, I guess, the right ones, Kevin, to keep pressure on, because you want to take the open threes. But he knows his game so well, and he'll continue to attack. He'll continue to find ways to expose defenses in the mid-range to make the impact on the game offensively that we're so accustomed to from Jimmy Butler.
Oh, nice drive by Lowry, cutting the defense to pieces and then getting himself open for a look.
Jackson kicks to George. To the inside. It's stolen by Adebayo. Outside Lowry. Butler passes to Adebayo. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Oh, he got hacked on the three-pointer. He'll head to the line.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
That free throw, no good.
Well, Kyle Lowry, one of the big names in free agency last summer, made his mind up pretty quickly and wanted to go to Miami. With his competitive nature, he should be a terrific fit with the culture the Heat have built.
He's off on the second.
And maybe we don't talk enough about what a great teammate Lowry is. Passionate, he leads by example, and always vocal.
And on his third shot, he finally gets it to fall. When Lowry won gold in 2016, the U.S. team coaches had very high praise.
Yeah, you can call him their unsung hero, the best team player out of anybody. This guy shows emotion, and guys feed off his energy. And early on, they've been nearly perfect from the floor. Just the one miss here on their first 5 attempts.
Hero, that's a two-pointer. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
Tyler Hero ready to pull the trigger at any time.
Now here's Jackson. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. George against Butler, and Leonard has it in the corner. The 15-footer. Rebound by the Heat.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
Hero on the wing. He's covered by Leonard. Here's Adebayo. Again, the Heat good for two.
Bam knowing what to do. He's owning the paint right now.
There's the dish to George. Three-pointer. And it's Kyle Lowry with the rebound. Miami trailer. Pass to Adebayo. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse. Adebayo's got his third basket of the night.
Well, he's got to score around the basket. That's where Bam Adebayo does most of his damage, in traffic.
Here's George, one of the most consistent producers in the league. He's averaging around 25.5 points a game.
Yeah, he's not very hard to defend right now. This is when the defense might step back and let him try to find his range.
Now, Hero. They lead by one. Adebayo against Zubac. And the pass to Butler. He tries for three. Rebounded by Jackson. Looking at Miami, they took their win in their last game against the Los Angeles Lakers. Kicks it out to Leonard, trying to end the drought. That's good, and it's Jackson with the assist that time. Leonard's got 5.
I think it gets overlooked sometimes, but Kawhi can put up some very good numbers from the three-point line.
This is to Jackson. That one doesn't go. Good work defensively by Lowry. Pass to Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Watch out when Adebayo gets vertical. That's a big Bam.
Outside, George. Back to Jackson. Outside, George. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. He has 5.
How about the handles of a guy like Paul George at his size, being able to rip around and has total confidence in his ability to score.
Now here's Butler. Boy, he was something else against the Lakers. Yep, it counts. Butler's got the game tied up here for Miami.
Yeah, that was the third straight high percentage look the defense has allowed. The defenders have got to start putting bodies on bodies.
And the Clippers decide to take their first time out here. And this is their first time matched up with this year's Heat team.
Yeah, and they took both games they played against this club last season.
And the Clippers with a whole new lineup now. And a new group in for the Heat. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Adebayo. P.J. Tucker comes in for Markieff Morris. Robinson's checked in for Jimmy Butler. And it's Oladipo in for Hero. Now here's Bledsoe. He gives a bit of a scoring lift to the team, averaging 8 points a game. Batum finds Ibaka. Clock at 6. Bledsoe against Lowry. No good from Bledsoe.
He looked like he rushed it a bit. The defense wasn't terrible, but still, he's got to knock that down.
Ibaka against Oladipo. And it's blocked by Ibaka.
An elite rim protector, and Ibaka has the highly desired combination of athleticism and timing.
And that was a great replay we just saw of our Mobile One block.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Just 2 to shoot. Three-pointer, Lowry, and no good. And the Clippers will go the other way with it, fresh from a win against Portland.
Well, they came into that game looking to be physical, looking to control the boards, and they succeeded.
Well, the last time it was about feeding off of the glass and getting rebounds to ignite the offense, and that came up big for them. Great opportunities to get out and run.
And it's the Heat with the ball after the Clippers pick up 2. They get it back. Dedmon. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Ibaka dishes to Bledsoe. Here he goes. And he makes good on the layup. And the Clippers lead by 2.
Bledsoe loving to take on this challenge here, not fearing getting hit on the way up.
Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Puts it up from 17. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way.
So far, both teams scorching the nets. You gotta love it.
Yeah, made for TV game here. Pace is great. Scoring is coming in bunches. And both of the teams feeling confident right now.
They've been beating them to a lot of those loose balls and rebounds here to start.
And Dedmon throws it down.
The athleticism Dedmon's bringing right now on offense is paying some dividends, gliding through the air that time.
Here's Mann. Rebound by the Heat. Their last game a win against the Lakers, looking to carry it into this one.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Well, it was probably a good feeling in that last game that the mid-range worked, the long-range worked, the inside game worked. But the best feeling was the crowd leaving that building, not in a good mood.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, that happens. Important thing is for players, just don't beat yourself up and make a miss like that cost you another play.
Now here is Ibaka. Victor Oladipo unable to get his last shot to go. Here's Bledsoe. That shot is no good, and he's 1 for 3 from the floor. The Heat with the lead. Here's Robinson. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry.
Well, sometimes being shifty in this game is a good thing. Body control helping out on that attempt.
And so it's Bledsoe. He brings it up for the Clippers. Passes it to Mann from downtown. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
Again, floor vision from Eric Bledsoe makes dishing that basketball look easy.
Lowry passes to Dedmon. Now Robinson fires the 3. Buries it from three-point range. Robinson's got his second bucket tonight.
Nice answer back there. Love to see the competitors.
Yeah, both teams finding ways to the three-point line and trying to take advantage from distance.
Now here's Batum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And really, it's been a major aspect of their offense in the early stages here. Their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range.
Outside for Robinson. To the paint. Outside Lowry. The Heat need to get a shot off. Robinson misses.
And that one gives them a +5 rebound advantage, Kevin.
Bledsoe finds Batum. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Kennard against Oladipo. Sinks the three-pointer. Nice back and forth this first half.
And this could continue to go back and forth the entire way.
Outside Robinson. Offensive rebound. Here's Dedmon. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Clippers lead by 1. We'll be back shortly live from Staples Center in downtown Los Angeles. You know, Greg, when you think about Jimmy Butler, it sure seems like he was born to wear a Miami Heat jersey, as he says.
I'm so fortunate to be able to work with and for an organization like this one. And then, man, I got some incredible teammates, like for real. Some really good ones that love coming in to work every day and busting their tail, knowing that good things are going to come from it.
And Butler, Greg, in his previous stops, sometimes at odds with teammates or whoever else, but that was not the case in Miami.
Well, he played with Dwayne Wade in Chicago, and Wade, a Heat legend, played matchmaker, telling both sides this is where Jimmy needs to be.
Duncan Robinson.
And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And some stats here, guys, the scoring breakdown for the Clippers.
They definitely had a hot hand from three-point range. Always nice to get off to a good start.
They also haven't been afraid of taking the ball to the rack. Lots of opportunities at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court for the Heat, we've got Dwayne Dedmon. E.J. Tucker is out there with Duncan Robinson. Then there's Oladipo, and it's Lowry in at the point. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thank you, Kevin. Kawhi Leonard keeps it simple. He says, I'm trying to be the best player I can be. I'm happy with what I've done in my career, and I'm just going to keep on from there. It's not about being famous. It's about playing basketball and having fun on the floor. Well, he is famous, Kevin, and he remains focused on the court.
Agreed, David. It has served him well. Thank you. Kennard with the ball. Coming in off a 10-point performance last game out. Pass to man. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Out of bounds. Miami takes possession.
Basketball.
Leonard, he's checked in for the Clippers. Jackson comes in for Eric Bledsoe. And then for Miami, Bam Adebayo comes in for Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Butler in for P.J. Tucker. And we're about a minute into the second quarter of play. Lowry passes to Adebayo. And it's blocked by Ibaka. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Ibaka. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. And Miami with a change here too. Heroes checked in for Oladipo. Butler kicks to Lowry. The shot's good on the assist by Butler.
The assist goes to
Lowry's got 5 points so far.
You got to give it up for Lowry's toughness. He's got that scorer's mentality. Some contact won't stop him from converting.
Now, here's Kennard. He provides a good amount of offense for the team, averaging around 11.5 points a game. And that one, good. And it's 7 points for Leonard. And Greg, some star big men have complained that they get hacked all game long. But they're not getting the foul calls these guards do on the perimeter.
I'd have to agree, Kevin. I mean, and on a lot of those fouls, the guards get 3 free throws. So something the league might want to take a look at, trying to balance things out.
They've been struggling here on offense.
Yeah, a bit of a dry spell for sure.
Jackson finds Kennard. Leonard with the ball. From the arc. That shot, no good.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Right side, Butler, and it's Butler with the jam.
Defense just clearing out there as Butler on the drive, playing very physical with the ball.
Ibaka outside. Here's Leonard. Another miss by Leonard. Well, Heat leading by 5. Guys, a potent offense right now.
You know what, guys, and they're playing with a certain amount of assuredness in their game. That type of confidence is what leads teams to having success.
Now here's Jackson. No points in the game yet for him. The pass to Kennard. And it's Lowry with the ball. Brings it up for Miami. Their defense has only allowed 4 points in the quarter.
He creates such a great opportunity right at the rim, and he just can't get it to go. Even with the defense not really a factor.
Here's Jackson. And it's off the back rim. No good.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take. And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
Here's Jackson after the made shot from Kyle Lowry. Defended by Butler. Fades. It's Adebayo with the rebound.
You get a feeling that he made that much more difficult than he had to. No reason why he had to fade away on that jumper.
Robinson passes to Butler. Over Jackson. And it's Butler missing.
Not a bad shot from the mid-range. The D's giving it to him, and he's usually got an eye in that kind of range. Been interesting to watch the evolution of Serge Ibaka, just improving that shooting and that confidence to be a perimeter threat.
Here is Lowry, following the basket by Marcus Morris. Lowry dishes to Butler. That shot missing. The Clippers go the other way with it. And with Ibaka, he doesn't shoot a lot anymore, but he is still very efficient.
Well, I think, Kevin, that's what makes him an ideal fit with a team that has 2 star players or other guys who are going to draw attention away from Serge, can spot up on the weak side, get into a great offensive rhythm, and knock down shots.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Jackson passes to Leonard. Kennard on the wing. Shot clock at 5.
Yeah, we're chipping some orange paint off the rim here, guys. He must be more patient on offense and trying to find ways to penetrate inside and get closer to the rim.
Robinson drives in. The second chance effort, and the layup is up and in. Robinson's got 9.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
There's Jackson with the 3. And it's Miami with the rebound.
And with him missing literally everything he's put up today, you can see why the score is what it is. Oh, great ball movement there.
Clippers trail by 9. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
And the Clippers call time here.
And Bam Adebayo, picked 14th in the 2017 draft, has made huge improvements throughout his career. The guy is a hard worker.
Your Clippers Spirit. All right, look who's coming onto the court. Come on, get loud for your Clippers Spirit.
For the Clippers, Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. And Paul George is subbed in for Kennard. Markieff Morris is checked in for Miami. Now Jackson. He picked up 21 points in their last win against Portland. Los Angeles with another miss.
And this has been an outstanding display on the boards, and it's a big part of why they have a lead in this game, doing the dirty work down low.
And really, hard to find more intense players than Jimmy Butler. This guy is 100% focused on winning at all times. One of the ultimate competitors in our league.
The first one falls. And with Butler and his intensity, Greg, it's a perfect fit for him in Miami.
And yeah, it can rub some players the wrong way, but it goes hand in hand with the culture here. Hard to imagine Butler on a team other than Miami.
And so Butler nails both of them.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Kicks to Leonard. To halt the run, and he lays it up and in. Leonard's got 9.
And for a player who didn't enter the league with breakdown ability off the dribble, guess what? Kawhi will break you down.
Butler against Zubac. Butler, no good.
Even if you're not shooting it, you like to see the effort level, and his tonight has been high.
Not going to go that time. Great D that time from Adebayo. Outside Butler. Driving the lane, and it's Butler with the jam.
Man, way over the defenses. Jimmy Butler gets some airtime.
Butler against George. Takes a 3, and the 3 ball is good. 8 points for him.
Such a critical part of how their offense is going to flow. Things are only working when he seems to be on the floor.
Morris trying to free himself up, and that one's good by Butler. And the Heat lead by 10.
Pretty easy right now. Clear out, give him some space, let him get to work.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Los Angeles Clippers. And after this one, they're home against Minnesota. George way outside. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight. Lowry against Jackson. And Butler, here we go. And it's Butler with the jam.
Well, right now, Jimmy Butler is in the zone.
LA's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Leonard, the pass to Zubac. Shot clock at 6. The Clippers need to get off a shot. Jackson, that's a 2-pointer. Not enough on that one as it misses.
Time for some consideration in the passing category, maybe, Kevin. The shot is just not on. Get somebody else going.
Really left alone that time. Morris has got the lead up to 11 now for Miami.
Give them credit. Offensively, they've been the more efficient team.
Yeah, that along with maintaining the pace of play right now, playing with tons of intensity.
Los Angeles calls timeout.
And coach can't be happy, and I think I know why. Their defense putting up no resistance inside.
No, they're not preventing them from scoring, and if you can get to a high efficiency shot on the floor, and that's the paint, you just keep going.
So for the Clippers, Nicholas Batum. He's checked in for Marcus Morris. Mann comes in for Leonard. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jackson. And then for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon comes in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kyle Lowry. Hero passes to Oladipo. Back to Hero. That's a 2 from Butler. It's hauled in by George.
Probably not the shot that was drawn up for that possession, but you can't pass it up and you can't knock it down.
Lets it go from 14. Almost, but it rolls out.
Yeah, they've shown effort and aggression in the paint, really right from the tip. Their rebounding edge right now, massive. Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Here's George. 11 points in the game. Pass to Zubac. Back to George. And Bledsoe, here we go. Here's Zubac. Goes back up. And that's 2 points on the layup. Zubac has got his first bucket of the night.
And a better box out saves them 2 points there.
It didn't seem like anybody was really aware there to go and collect that rebound in the possession.
Now, here's Oladipo. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. That ball is in the basket now. He's shot 6 and made 3 of them.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Bledsoe outside. And the shot goes in.
Do you think Eric Bledsoe felt that at all at his size, 6'1", the way he's built? I don't think so.
Outside Butler. Passes to Hero. .103 left to play in the first half. And it goes down 2 points.
Yeah, they've gone away from the triple as they look to protect this lead.
And here's Bledsoe. He's coming off a 10-point game against Portland. George with no one around. And again, it's the Clippers from deep.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
Oladipo outside. 6 to shoot. Fires for 3. Bledsoe with the rebound. Clippers trail by 10. Outside, George. Releases. And a miss there with a chance to cut the lead to single digits. And the first half is now in the books. Heat out front, leading by 10. And now let's catch up with David Aldridge, who's standing by from the sideline. All right, Dave.
Thank you, Kevin. Kyle, a good first half for you all. How do you continue that for the rest of the game?
We got to come out with our energy. We got to come out and play our game and keep going out there and pushing. Our defense and everybody's rotating, so we're playing together right now.
We'll see if you stay connected in the second half. Thanks. Back to you, Kevin.
Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, one half to go. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and through the first two quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. The Heat leading by 10. Post tandem for him, Morris and Zubac. The perimeter filled up by Leonard and George. And it's Jackson in at the point. That's the group start the second half for Tyronn Lue.
We wonder just what it is that's next for Bam, as he's shown incredible improvement in a very short amount of time as one of the more versatile bigs in the league.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
Free throw good, Adebayo.
And you look at the size of Bam Adebayo. Rare to see someone so big be so fluid with the ball.
And how much GA does that ability unlock what this team can do offensively around Bam? The DHOs, or dribbling up from the post to make plays, or involving him at the top of the key to find backdoor cutters. That's a lot of extra action for teams not to be able to prepare for because of Bam's skill.
Well, we know Zubac can eat up space inside, Brent. Great job of securing rebounds.
Yeah, obviously, if he was playing starter minutes or anywhere approaching 30 minutes, Zubac is going to be in double figures, ripping down both offensive and defensive things on the glass. What's impressed me about him, though, is he's got great hands on the inside and has now become a very viable roll target.
Jackson looking it over. 6 on the shot clock. Good on the shot, and that shaves the lead to single digits.
And good to see Jackson finish closer in. Not a guard who just chucks up threes. Can find the creases with that handle.
Now here's Butler. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. Butler's got 16 points.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
The shot's good. Zubac has got his second basket.
Just a much smaller defender on him. He does the exact thing at the right moment, goes straight to the rim.
Here's Butler. Back to Lowry. Butler finds Lowry. And here is Hero. Morris outside. Over Jackson. Morris, no good.
He lacks defense there. He's going to see fewer and fewer chances if he can't bury those kind of jumpers.
George passes to Jackson. That falls. Nice speed that time from George. George has got 3 assists in the game. Leonard against Lowry. Left side, Butler. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
D has been just completely helpless and turned around. He's so dangerous when he's in this kind of rhythm.
Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Paul George taking initiative tonight and going right at the defense.
Outside Butler. A floater, and the rejection by Zubac. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here. Serge Ibaka is checked in for Los Angeles. And Miami also making a switch. Robinson's checked in. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Right side, Leonard. Down low. Ibaka dishes to Jackson. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got his 5th rebound in this one.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Now, here's George. He's got 16. And Adebayo sends it back.
And Bam aptly describes Adebayo's defensive impact. He packs a punch in there.
And the Clippers making a change here. Kennard's checked in. And Miami also making a switch. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Markieff Morris. And the Clippers call time here.
And for so long in Indiana, Paul George was that guy. But boy, I tell you, he's been a good sidekick the last few years.
Well, he's been amazing and continues to be a little bit undervalued in the way that people assume Paul George's offensive and defensive game as a collective and the way it impacts winning, especially playing alongside Kawhi Leonard. Didn't have to take as much of the offensive load if he didn't want to, but Paul George still gets it done.
Jackson against Lowry. 5 on the clock. The feed to Leonard. Shoots over Hero. And good. Got the friendly bounce off the right side of the rim. And 11 points for Kawhi Leonard.
That's a quick move, and that's a soft touch. That's mid-range opportunities for Kawhi Leonard to cash in on.
Lowry can't get it to go.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Jackson against Lowry. Leonard looking over the floor. He kicks it to Ibaka. That one, no good. Now the Heat take it the other way. Lowry against Jackson. Lowry drives in. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Bam grabs the board, and then Bam knows what to do.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need the basket.
Here's Leonard. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Leonard's got 4 points now in the quarter.
Yeah, that's one way to get back into this game. Keep getting him the ball and let him make the shots.
Loads it up for Adebayo. Very pretty alley-oop layup.
And Adebayo's game continues to grow. He's on fire right now.
Clippers trail by 9. Here's Jackson. 5 points in the game. Here's Leonard. Sinks that one from the post. Leonard's got 15 points.
Feeling it. No doubt about it. He's definitely feeling it right now. Shooting a terrific percentage from the field.
Hero from long range. The Clippers grab the miss. Leonard inside. He's covered by Hero. And that one's good. Leonard.
Well, he hasn't missed yet, guys, and the defense is scrambling for answers to stop this hot start.
Outside Lowry. Hero with it. 6 points for him. Robinson on the wing. Drains the three-pointer. Robinson's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Heat.
And there is some intelligence behind the passing of Adebayo. Not flashy, but making smart ones.
Pass to Leonard. Good for his ninth make and just 12 shots. That's an even 75% shooting.
This is not a player who likes to be trailing in any game. That lights a fire.
Now the pass to Hero. Back to Robinson. Over Kennard. And he overshot that one, missing. And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. They trail by 6. Kicks it to Leonard. Back to Jackson. Clock at 6. Blanketed by the D. He fights to the rim for the layup. Jackson's got 7 points here in this quarter.
Well, not a single point in the first quarter, but he's found his game, and you can tell he's got a bit of his swagger back.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. They get a hand on it, so it's the Clippers now. Clippers trail by 4. Some firepower from this offense tonight.
Yeah, they got a nice groove going right now offensively.
Here's Leonard. Up and in. That's his 10th make in the contest. He has only taken 13 shots.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game. And Greg, you look at the power that Kawhi Leonard plays with. Incredibly strong for his position.
And Kevin, it helps him finish through contact on offense. And it also lets him guard bigger men. Kawhi makes great use of that strength on the wing.
And Los Angeles with some changes. Batum comes in for Marcus Morris. And it's Eric Bledsoe in for Jackson. And then for Miami, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Victor Oladipo in for Kyle Lowry. Now here's Oladipo. He has 6. Count the basket. Hero's got 8 points.
Hero sticking with it through contact. That's not easy.
Inside. Shot is good, and the Heat's lead is cut down to just 2 points from the bucket from Eric Bledsoe.
And you gotta love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of a grinded out game.
Now Oladipo to the right side. Dedmon kicks to Oladipo. Pass to Hero. Shoots from the elbow, and he connects with the jumper. He's got 10.
And the defense knows that Hero can get that jumper working from just about anywhere.
Pass to Kennard. Takes the three. Unable to get that one. And it's Miami the other way. 13 points was their biggest lead in the game. Here's Hero. Good. And it's a 6-point Heat lead. And so here are the Clippers. Bledsoe passes to Batum. Here's Kennard.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Now here is Robinson. 15 points in the game. The kick out to Oladipo. Puts up a three. It's rebounded by Leonard. Clippers trail by 6. The shot's good from Kennard.
A lot of times we talk about good passing, but accurate passing is a huge quality of a good pass, and Leonard did it there.
Hero passes to Oladipo. Another shot, and he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Heat?
I thought we might see the defense adjust at halftime to slow the break, but that has not been the case.
Well, looking up and down the stat sheet here, I'm seeing those second chance points jump out at me. They've done a great job on the offensive glass.
Catching up on the changes for Los Angeles. Zubac is checked in for Ibaka. Paul George comes in for Kawhi Leonard. Mann subbed in for Kennard. The free throw drops for Dedmon.
Well, from the D-League to dominating defensively, Dwayne Dedmon hustling around.
2 minutes.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Knocked loose. George passes to Mann. Outside for George. The three-pointer no good. The Heat leading by 7. Here's Butler. Rebound by the Clippers. Batum's got 4 rebounds in this game. George. And George with this stuff.
Paul George rising up. Nice to see a little bit of that return to the younger days for PG.
Robinson against George. Here's Butler. It's hauled in by Los Angeles. Pass to Mann. And a great assist by Bledsoe as that one goes in. Now it's just a 3-point Heat lead. And here is Robinson. He's got 15. 51 seconds left to play in the third. Here's Butler. Lays it up off the glass. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
Well, Jimmy Butler can score on all 3 levels, inside, outside, and from distance.
George passes to Batum. Here's Bledsoe, and it's sent back by Morris. Down low, here's Dedmon, and he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. Now it's a 7-point Heat lead.
And not quite as aggressive from outside as they were in the first half. Sticking to the high percentage shots, playing smart with the lead.
Now here's George, and that one good. George has got 20.
Nothing you can do right there as George is aggressive, getting to the inside and over the top of the defense.
And there's the pass to Dedmon. Makes it off the glass. Dedmon's got 11 points.
Now that's excellent. Get the ball down deep inside and cash in on a simple basket.
And so it's Miami bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And we'll be right back after this. And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Clippers trail by 7. So with Lowry on the bench, this is who Eric Spoelstra has on the floor. And Robinson on the wing, he's joined by Butler. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Morris, and it's Oladipo in at the point guard.
Well, some more of the reach effect of Dedmon, the way he times that one. Impressive shot blocking ability.
Zubac kicks to Jackson. 6 to shoot. And stolen by Dedmon. Jackson against Oladipo. In the corner, it's Morris. Outside, Robinson. Good ball movement here by the Heat. Butler finds Morris. Shot clock at 6. Over Jackson. And there's another one for the Heat.
Yeah, great execution there. The turnaround, such a difficult shot to defend.
Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Pass to Bledsoe. A three-pointer off the mark. And here's Oladipo. He'll bring it up for the Heat. Here in the fourth quarter, their defense has been very strong, allowing no baskets. To the inside. Yepik goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 7 points in the basket from Batum.
Yeah, I didn't think there was a pass available there for Paul George, but he spots that small crease, he fires the ball through it, and he gets it to his open man.
Now, here is Robinson. He's looking for Dedmon and finds him. It's hauled in by the Clippers. Batum's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Outside Jackson. Outside George. Jackson against Oladipo. Lets it go from the wing. Dedmon with the block. Jackson against Oladipo.
Well, there's more he could have done in this game for sure, but it hasn't kept them from pulling ahead.
Outside Jackson. Dedmon with the block. Butler against George. Butler passes to Oladipo. Batum with the steal. George with the ball. Butler covering. Near the three-point line, it's Bledsoe. That's good. And it's Jackson with the assist that time.
That's the efficiency you want to see from Jackson, using his poise and vision to make a play.
Timeout called, the Heat. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor, and these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Marcus Morris is checked in for Nicholas Batum. Bam Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Kyle Lowry comes in for Victor Oladipo. And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Well, guys, during the last break, I listened to Eric Spoelstra address the team. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thanks, David. Now here's Jackson. Jimmy Butler unable to get his last shot to go.
Not sure which clips they watched at halftime, but he has figured out how to attack the D, and they kept him in check in the first half. He's flipped it.
Now here's Lowry. Back to Butler. Now here is Robinson. 6 to shoot. Morris, left side. Another miss, and they desperately need a bucket.
That might not be the shot they want him taking, even with the D backing off.
Bledsoe kicks to Jackson. Lob pass to George.
Well, they left it until the fourth quarter, but finally the run they needed to get back into this one.
Finally got themselves in the trenches. Momentum completely shifted now. We've got a tight one here in the final period.
Lowry passes to Adebayo. Oh, he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. To the paint, here's George. And no good, had a chance to take the lead there. For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now.
Smart play by Jimmy Butler. Spots the open man. Tack up an assist.
Jackson against Lowry. Jackson misses. The Heat leading by 3. Lowry passes to Robinson. Jackson against Lowry. Morris dishes to Butler. And there's the drive. The shot's good on the assist by Morris. Butler's got 22 points.
Man, hard to stop on the drive. Butler's strength and attitude right there. Coming in to finish.
Here's George. This one for 3. Robinson pulls it in.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Now here is Lowry. From deep three-point range. Bledsoe with the rebound. Bledsoe's got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's George, and it's George finishing it off.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure. Butler goes in, and they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Personal foul.
Yeah, pretty good show of strength there by Jimmy Butler, able to convert even after the hit.
Kawhi Leonard is checked in for the Clippers.
1 shot.
1 shot.
The free throw drops for Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler's just one of those guys that coaching staff and players admire just how competitive he is on a daily basis.
Now here's Jackson. He dishes it to George. And Leonard has it in the corner. Over Adebayo. And it's Miami with the rebound. Adebayo's got 7 rebounds in the game. And the foul called on Kawhi Leonard. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Good ball movement here by the Heat. Morris can't get it to fall. Clippers trail by 6. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Paul George anticipating contact, preparing for it. Just how smooth the finish was that, Kevin.
Now here is Lowry. Wants to get it to Adebayo and does.
Yeah, just nice strength there, and then just off with the shot.
Personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for the Heat, Bam Adebayo. 2 shots.
shooting 2.
First free throw is good.
And done a much better job from the line this half. They've gotten that percentage up over 80 for the game.
And Adebayo drops them both.
And good job bringing that free throw percentage up here in the second half. Doing a great job at the line.
To the middle. And the dunk by Zubac.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down. Here is Lowry. Out to the right wing. And Adebayo gets it to go on the assist by Lowry. Adebayo's got 11 in the second half. Jackson with it. It doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. And it's a 9-point Heat lead.
Sometimes you have to run a great play for a great player. That's going to get Jimmy Butler in a good rhythm.
And here's George for 3. It's hauled in by Bam Adebayo. Adebayo's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Outside Butler from deep. No good that time. Los Angeles has gone ice cold from three-point land, 0 of 4 since the start of the final quarter. Jackson misses.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in comfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set that are allowing him to settle in.
And so it's Jackson who brings it up for the Clippers. 9-point game. Passes it to Leonard. The offensive rebound. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's Jackson. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Jackson's got 4 points this quarter. Lowry against Jackson. Robinson on the wing. That's in, coming off an assist from Lowry. Lowry's got assist number 9 now. Wow, what an effort here tonight. And the Clippers call time here. You look at Jimmy Butler. He's really been playing well.
Yeah, the defense has not provided any threat to stop him out there, so it should come to no surprise that he continues to attack the basket.
And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Kyle Lowry.
And he's played this entire game on his front foot, Kevin. I mean, driving the lane, going to the rim with purpose, and getting those points the hard way.
And at last, he gets a little redemption. You know, it's been several games since he's been at his best. He's really been having a tough time. Now, here is George. Over Butler. And Butler sends it back.
and they've controlled the boards, and that's a big reason why they're controlling the lead.
And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And really, these are some of the toughest calls an official has to make.
And Miami has possession. 10-point lead. Outside Robinson. Ball's knocked loose, and it's out of bounds. And they say it was last touched by Leonard. And it's the Heat with the ball. Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
And great ball handling and control on the move. A couple things that elevate Adebayo as a big man.
Butler against George. A stupendous finish in traffic. 9 points for Marcus Morris.
Those interior passes can be dangerous sometimes, but if the timing is good and you execute it there, you can get easy hoops.
Now here's Lowry. Pass to Butler. And the basket is good. And that's now 30 points for Jimmy Butler.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Yeah, and the coach pretty smart for zoning in on him and giving him opportunities to stay with that confident play.
He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. He's on his way to the free throw line.
What great body control there. George, tremendous athlete, takes the hit. He makes that one count.
Heroes checked in for Robinson.
At the charity stripe, Paul George. 1 shot.
Free throw good, Paul George.
Just 1 year in college for Paul George, and then made the transition to the NBA, and all the talk was about what it is we're seeing now. A very capable two-way player and all-star caliber talent.
Now here's Butler. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Jackson with it. Lowry picks him up. And it's sent back by Morris. And he's able to get it back. And out of bounds as the Heat gain possession. .116 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside Butler. He kicks to Lowry. And the Heat, another three.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Heat.
You know, it's tough to put your finger on the deciding factor in this one, but I'd say that the shooting accuracy made the difference.
I think you're on point, Kevin. They got better looks, and that tends to lead to a better field goal percentage.
And so with this win, they'll move to 6 victories on the season.
And so they'll take the first game of the season series, a team they'll only see twice. They're certainly happy to start it off with a win. And you have to look back at this and see the huge game it was.
For Bam Adebayo.
He was everywhere, defensively, offensively. The effort we saw from him tonight, I think, was the difference.
And the first one at the line is good. Both shots good from the stripe. 51 seconds left to play in the final quarter. Now Hero. Outside Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got 32 points.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
Yeah, definitely putting a stamp on this one. A very, very decisive victory for the club tonight.
Now here is George. Count it from 12.
The polished mid-range game of Morris. Some of his best shots come from about that 12 to 20 foot range.
Outside Butler. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. They came in here and took care of business like they were the home team.
And Kevin, how about the mental toughness that this group showed? They were never rattled at all by the opposing fans.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge, who is standing by courtside. David.
Thanks very much, Jimmy. I know you see defenses like that all the time, but it didn't seem to slow you down.
Not really. I mean, I guess I just had it going. We started double teaming them too, you know, and then they got so many great shooters, man. It's just good to win, though. At the end of the day, we won.
Yeah, I know that's what counts, man, but congrats on the win. Thanks. Back to you.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it, folks. For Brett Barry, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. So long and good night, everyone.